Welcome, folks. Welcome to a blind run of System Shock 2 on the PC. Why, it's only on the PC, so that was a needless qualifier. Anyway, yeah, the reason why I decided to do a run of System Shock 2, a blind run, is because after playing Bioshock Infinite, the creative director slash writer of Bioshock Infinite and the Bioshock series, I suppose in general, Ken Levine, he had some interviews and some talks and stuff like that, and I watched a lot of them, and he referenced System Shock 2 quite a few times, and I really liked Bioshock Infinite. I wasn't really a fan of the first game, Bioshock 1, but I really liked Bioshock Infinite, and I kind of got interested in seeing what Ken Levine's sort of previous game was about, System Shock 2. I mean, a lot of other people worked on System Shock 2 as well. It's not like he was like, you know, the only guy working on it, but I don't know, I just want to check it out, so yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna play it on normal because this is a blind run. I've had bad experiences in the past playing games on harder difficulties on blind runs. I have like this sort of thing where if I'm starting a new game, I like to try and go for like the sort of hard mode, but right now I just for so many practical and reasons and sort of for my own sanity, I'm gonna go with normal. Anyway, let's get started.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image.
How does an AI lose its mind?
Who created her?
Do AIs have minds? What's a mind anyway? Too many questions. Alright, 42 years later. So I'm assuming by this point the hacker is like an old man or something like that. For the first game. I haven't played the first game either, just to let everyone know. I'm sort of jumping into this sort of completely blind. Not completely blind. I'll explain that later.
This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UN and Protectorate.
Yeah, anyway, there's a spaceship just sending into space, so yeah, it's gonna be super fast.
Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Triop's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems.
Yeah, so we're gonna be on the spaceship basically with Von Braun. That's not right away. Not right away.
Providing
This is just,
the Von Braun
backstory.
Through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself.
I don't know if this William Bedford Diego guy is gonna be important. I don't know.
This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos?
This cutscene, it feels like I'm watching like a movie in the 90s. I mean, this probably came out around the same time, so, you know. But back then, this looked like this was cutting edge stuff, man. Probably. I wouldn't know. I barely remember the 90s. Alright, let's get statted. Alright, so we're not on the Von Braun yet. I know this because I played what I think you might call the first 30 minutes of this game.
Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The
Hang on,
grav
there we
shafts
go.
at the end of the hall will take you to the street level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Alright. Yeah, basically I'm a Marine and they're gonna take me through some training and stuff like that, which I'm probably gonna try and skip through. Yeah, I played the first 30 minutes of the game just to get the sort of grasp of the game, to get the controls down. I'm not really used to playing on mouse and keyboard, so that I had to get used to that too. I'm sort of used to it now. And, yeah, I had to figure out how the game worked, because I didn't want to have, like, you know, 30 minutes of just me faffing around on the controls, just trying to figure things out, because that would have been frustrating for me. I think that would have been frustrating to watch. Oh, this feels a bit like Blade Runner, huh? Happy Noodles. Okay, I didn't see this before. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything on this truck? I guess not. Hello, police people. No, these aren't police. This is the noodle place. Okay, can I go inside of here? No, I guess not. Okay. Ah, it's interesting. They actually went out of their way to put a noodle stand out here. Not stand. It's not a stand, obviously. It's a shop. Stand would probably, you know, imply some sort of like, you know, cart sort of driven thing, right? I don't know. Not really. Not necessarily.
You want to learn some basic abilities.
I don't.
First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're
Do I
done
have
with
to?
basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Can I skip this?
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced level.
Yes, there we go.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once
Right.
you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
I have no idea what the difference is between the 3. Well, during my test run, I went through this way, yeah, and to the Navy, because I don't know what the OSA is. I don't know what that even stands for. The Marines move. I'm no Marine, sir. No. If you looked at me, you would know in seconds. I actually had a call. They actually called me down, the Marines, when I was in high school. They called me and asked me if I wanted to, you know, join, and I had to take some sort of test thing, and then ultimately I decided not to. But which the guy seemed very disappointed about. He actually had sort of like, I don't know. He seemed to. I told him I was like, I don't really want to join the Marines, and I was like, and I mentioned something about wanting to like practice guitar. Like I was gonna take guitar practice, guitar classes, and he was just like, okay, how's that gonna help you with your future? And I just sort of gave a vague answer. I was like, oh, you know, just, you know, you never know, so it might open up to him. And so yeah, he seemed kind of annoyed by my answer. But whatever, it's fine. Let's go to the Navy. We're going to go with the Navies. For some reason, I always had the idea that if I joined the military, I was gonna join the Navy. I don't know why. I see very little advertising for the Navy versus the other branches of the military for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I guess, yeah. One downside is you'd be stuck out on a ship at sea, right, for a while. If that's where you get posted up. Alright, so hello, sir? Nothing? Good lord, your face. That is an odd-looking face. You look like a... I don't even know what you look like. You look like a sort of a hammerhead shark without the sort of fins coming out of the side. Of your head. There you go. We'll go this way. You're one! Alright, so this is where you determine your stats. How you choose your stats, sort of.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor.
Hello.
Looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island.
Sure.
Now it's time for
Not
a
really.
tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years.
What's with his
In this
feet?
man's
They're
Navy,
like merged
you're given a
together.
choice of 3 different
I
postings
thought he
a
was like
year.
on wheels.
It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely.
Yeah.
Approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
Alright, so... go this one... Alright, yeah, so you got 3 choices here. Basically, hang on, let me open up my thing here. Oh, they're not letting me open it up. No, I gotta go... Oh, I guess I can't in this menu, okay. Yeah, basically, you've got some stats to work with, and, like, sort of like, you know, in any RPG. And depending on which of these 3 you go down, one of those 5 stats, I think it's 5 stats, will increase by a certain amount. So you can go, you know, increase your engineering skill, I guess? I don't know. I forgot what the stats were called. I think that increases your strength by 2. This increases
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops
something.
training officer
Oh, it
to
tells
learn
you,
the ship's
okay.
Navigation and data control systems.
hack
You'll
1,
get your feet wet with the high-tech. The UNN
repair
Lucille
plus
is
1,
looking for
strength 2. And
engineers.
this gives strength.
The UNN
Oh, modify. I
Lucille
don't know what
is looking for
modify is.
volunteers for their military The UNN Lucille
I
is
think
looking
I'm gonna go with
The UNN
hacking,
Lucille
I
is
think.
looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and
Yeah,
data
I
control systems.
think so.
You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy.
I like getting, like, equipment and stuff like that behind closed doors. I think that's what hacking does for you. Like, when I play Fallout, I always try to have at least a character with good lockpicking or a character with good hacking, one or the other. Your short duty aboard the UNN Lucille has concluded. You spent a productive year. Captain Mayer was pleased with your work, especially with the initiative you showed in physical training. A friendly ensign showed you some backdoors into the ship's primary data loop, and you spent your time off pumping good old-fashioned iron. That does not sound like me in real life. That's fine. Year 2. So a year has gone by. Alright, so what does this do? Plus 2 to Cyber Infinity. Plus 1 to maintenance. I don't know what Cyber Infinity is. Standard weapons. I kind of want to go down this one.
While maybe not as respected as the Marines facility at Fort Bush, there's a lot to be learned here.
This voice actor sounds very familiar. Alright, standard. I kind of like the idea of just being good with weapons too. I don't like being like a full-on support person. That's never been my thing. And I've actually learned that very recently. Like I play Overwatch, and I'm way better with offensive characters as opposed to support types or healing types. I've tried my best to play those characters, but they just it's rough, man. It's rough. Alright, so plus 2 to standard weapons, so pistols, assault rifles, and shotguns. Oh, perfect. That's what I like. Like, I just play Reaper in Overwatch at this point. I try to play Mercy, and I want to get good with Mercy. But, you know. Yeah. I do play a little bit of Orisa, but I'm only good with her or him in,
the Navy's Mary Curie Research Facility on
escort missions. Anyway, I should probably talk about this game and not other games.
The Navy maintains
Endurance. Agility.
What
What does agility do? I think endurance increases the amount of health you have. I don't know research is. I'm probably gonna go research. Agility or endurance? I wish I could look at my stats.
A year at the Yamamoto space station in Earth's orbit.
Which one? Which one? Which one? It's gotta be one or the other, right? Agility. What does agility do? I should have looked this up. I think, I don't want to go down fast, so I think...
The Navy maintains a
my instinct is saying agility, alright.
strongly encourages every sailor to
But the voice in the back of my head is saying endurance, so we'll listen to the voice in the back of my head. It's usually right.
Maintains a survival training school on the surface of Io, the third moon.
Don't ask me what the difference is between my instinct and the voice in the back of my head. In my mind, it's two different things. Alright, so... your tour of duty at the low survival, or IO rather, survival training facility has concluded. You managed to survive your year there, barely. The encounter with a descendant of a Citadel Station Tiger mutant put you in the sickbay for a month. Yikes. You've learned to respect the wonders of biogenetics and have trained your body to excellent physical condition. You've gained +2 to endurance. Nice. I have no idea, like, I barely understand what respect means, by the way. Because I barely feel it towards anything. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Protocol Tango. Okay. Captain William Bedford Diego. Oh, that's the ship captain. Okay, so he's sending a message to soldier someone. Okay, so I guess it's us. He's telling us to work on the Von Braun. At 0400. Oh, that's a lot. That's really early. Come on. Do I gotta wake up that early? Oh, my friend actually has to wake up that early to get to the bank, I think. For like 4 or 5, he works at the bank, so... I don't know if he has... whatever. I don't know if he has to wake up early because it's at the bank or because of traffic, but yeah. Actually, my dad used to have to, like... I don't know if he still does it, but like he used to have to wake up like at 3 o'clock sometimes. And he would always try to go to bed early. And he'd sleep in the living room, and like I'd be in the... living room with my sister watching TV, so I don't know, maybe, I don't know how much sleep he got, to be honest. Let's see, so someone's looking at the security cameras, maybe it's the security guard, I don't know. Alright, so even though this is a blind playthrough, I have some vague, sort of, understanding of some of the concepts and things about System Shock 2 because of those talks that Ken Levine had and some of the interviews that he had. Like, he talks about it a little bit, so... There's some stuff that I'll probably see coming. Alright, yeah, looks like, our guy was in a pod, and they're trying to restore a memory. Someone was trying to restore a memory, but that didn't go so well.
This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops Staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being.
You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun, and something's gone
Von Braun.
very wrong.
It's a very fancy name. Wasn't that the name of the
That's why you volunteered
studio?
with some experimental cybernetic implants.
The animation studio? No, that's Van Buren. Never mind.
It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But
Deck
keep
4.
your eyes open. They're after us both now.